name is Bill Ratcliff, and this is my informative speech for CST 110-W2 Professor and how to thoroughly respond to water damage. This is a field that I'm involved in my everyday activities. I'm sure everyone knows a friend, neighbor, or family member that at some time in their life has had a home affected by water damage. Water damage affects 1 in every 2 households. There are several thoughts on how to assess damages in a water loss situation, and one needs to know how to interpret covered losses by insurance companies versus non-covered losses. This is where the homeowner has to discuss with the insurance agent to explore the types of covered losses. First, we must determine if a water loss mitigation company is needed in the event of a water damage call. Most insurance companies and agents know whether a mitigation company is needed by the description of the problem by the homeowner. If a mitigation company is needed, then a thorough inspection of the problem must be done. The mitigation company will come out within about the first 2 hours of the call to perform their inspection. A couple of questions will have to be answered over the phone between the mitigation company and homeowner, such as what the source of the problem is or was, and how long ago did this happen. Secondly, we must categorize the type of water that has affected the area. We will determine from the category of water loss whether carpet, pad, hardwood floors, and tile need to be saved or taken out. The categories of water losses are clean water, brown water, and black water. If there is a Category 1 loss, all carpet and pad can be saved if the water has not been down for more than 48 hours. In a Category 2 water loss, all carpet and pad must come out with nothing being saved. A Category 3 loss means all carpet, pad, hardwood flooring, anything affected must come out, cleaned and sterilized. Water extraction is the first priority when we arrive on the scene. All water must be extracted before a drying system can be put in place. Once the water is extracted, further investigation can allow us to determine how in-depth the damage is. With the extraction complete, water testing meters can be used to determine if there is hidden water. Such instruments as infrared cameras, wood saturation probes, and carpet wands allow us to detect water in areas that sight alone will not allow us to determine. A drying system must now be put into place. We must dry to a non-affected standard within the structure. By that, I mean we must find an area that has not been affected by the water to set our dry standard. Most North American wood has a water retention rate of about 12 to 15%. Therefore, if the non-affected area is 12%, we must dry the structure to within 4% of the 12. A drying system usually consists of 4 to 8 air movers and a low-grade refrigerant, also known as an industrial strength dehumidifier. If hardwood floors are affected, a specialty drying system will be put into place. This specialty drying includes a mat system that pulls the water that is trapped underneath the hardwood floor to the surface to be wiped up. In the final outcome, what we want is for the homeowner to return back to normal living as soon as possible. However, we want to make sure that we have restored the structure back to or better than when we arrived. If mitigation is not done properly, it can lead to secondary damages. Some of these secondary damages can include the possibility of microbial growth, which usually is not covered by most insurance policies. In an instance like this, the homeowner would have to foot the bill or possibly hold the mitigation company liable if the homeowner can prove that this was caused by neglect on the company's behalf. Thank you. This has been Bill Ratcliff with his informative speech presentation.